in the silence of your own thoughts. You've often wondered, why am I alone? You've watched the world go by, surrounded by groups of laughter, shared moments, and connections that seem to come so easily to others. But you're different. You walk through life with a quiet heart, feeling the sting of isolation as it follows you like a shadow, always present, never truly leaving. The loneliness sinks deep, a quiet companion that whispers to you when the world outside feels so far away. You've been to parties, you've smiled at coworkers, and you've tried to reach out, but something always pulls you back. You've tried to fit in. You've tried to be someone you're not, just to feel accepted, to feel part of something. But that nagging feeling never leaves. I'm not like them. I don't belong. You find yourself asking, what's wrong with me? The truth is, there's nothing wrong with you. Not in the slightest. The truth is, you're a woman who's been misunderstood. A woman who's been on a journey that's unique and beautiful in its own right. The world may tell you that you need to fit into molds, to be like everyone else, to have 1,000 friends to matter. But that's a lie. The reality is, the value of your life doesn't hinge on the number of people around you. It doesn't depend on your popularity, your connections, or your social circle. The value of your life lies in the strength, resilience, and purpose you carry within yourself. Think for a moment, what does a life with no friends mean? To some, it means emptiness, but to the awakened soul, it is an opportunity to turn inward, to discover who you truly are, and to build a relationship with the one person who will always be with you, yourself. The truth is, loneliness isn't a curse, it's a gift. It is the canvas on which you paint your life, the space that allows you to grow, to learn, to reflect, and to rebuild. You have not been abandoned by the world, you've been invited into a journey of self-discovery. And what is waiting for you on the other side is a version of yourself that is stronger, more resilient, and more powerful than you ever imagined. The greatest achievers in history have known loneliness. Thomas Edison, the man who brought light to the world, spent countless hours alone, struggling in his laboratory, facing failure after failure. But it was in that solitude that he found his greatest inventions. The same is true for the likes of Abraham Lincoln, who fought battles not only on the battlefield, but within his own heart. He faced rejection, isolation, and even ridicule. But through that loneliness, he forged his path to greatness. Being alone is not the absence of connection. It is the space where true transformation happens. In those quiet moments, you have the opportunity to discover the depth of your inner strength. It's when you are alone that you find the courage to step into your true power. It is when you are alone that you are most vulnerable. And it is through that vulnerability that you unlock your deepest strength. Ask yourself, what am I capable of when I stand alone? You see, standing alone is not a weakness. In fact, it's often the very thing that leads to your greatest growth. When you're standing alone, you are not held back by the opinions or expectations of others. You are free to explore your thoughts, your dreams, your ambitions. What does it mean to truly stand alone? It means to rise above the noise, to hear your own voice without the constant distraction of what others think. It means to choose your path with confidence, even when no one is walking beside you. To stand alone is not to be without strength. It is to embrace your own strength and trust in it completely. The next step is to understand that loneliness doesn't have to be permanent. The woman with no friends is not condemned to isolation forever. She has the power to choose, and the first choice she must make is the choice to be her own best friend. If you've ever felt abandoned, rejected, or left behind, let me tell you something. You are not rejected by the world, you are being redirected. You have been given a chance to rise higher than you ever thought possible. The world is not turning its back on you. It's giving you the space to build yourself up. The truth is, you will never find true connection with others until you first find it within yourself. So, what does it mean to be your own best friend? It means showing up for yourself, even when no one else does. It means treating yourself with love, kindness, and respect. It means nurturing your body, mind, and soul, instead of waiting for someone else to fill that role for you. Being your own best friend means understanding that your worth is not defined by who is beside you, but by how you see yourself. When you start to believe in your own value, you attract people who will recognize that value too. You won't need to fit into a group. You won't need to change who you are to be accepted, because the right people will see your light. You will attract those who are drawn to your authenticity, your strength, and your resilience. But in order to find those people, you must first understand this. Your relationships with others are a reflection of the relationship you have with yourself. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others will treat you. If you treat yourself with respect, others will do the same. If you love yourself, others will love you in return. And if you honor your worth, others will recognize that and value you just as much. But don't be mistaken, this doesn't mean waiting for others to love you before you love yourself. It means starting with you. It means you stop looking to others to define your worth and instead define it for yourself. This is where your true power lies. It lies in your ability to create your own sense of belonging. It lies in your ability to stand firm in who you are without needing to be validated by anyone else. It lies in the understanding that no matter where you are in life or who is or isn't in your circle, you are whole. You are complete. You are everything you need to be. Now, you might be thinking, but I want friends. I want people to connect with. I want that feeling of belonging, that bond with others. And you know what? You are deserving of that. But true connection doesn't come from desperate attempts to fit in. It comes from the understanding that you already fit in. Simply by being you, when you start living as the best version of yourself, something incredible happens. The right people will naturally gravitate toward you. You won't have to chase after friendships or change who you are to fit into a group. When you embody your authentic self, you will attract people who appreciate the real you, who value the unique qualities that make you who you are. When you truly understand your own worth, the need for external validation begins to fade. You stop seeking approval from others because you realize you don't need it. You don't need anyone else's permission to take up space, to live boldly, to pursue your dreams. Your worth is inherent. It doesn't come from what others think of you. It comes from the truth within you. The truth is, your life is your own. It always has been. You've been given the power to shape it, to mold it into something that aligns with your deepest desires. And you have the strength to rise above any challenge, any obstacle, and any judgment that may come your way. Your worth is not defined by who stands beside you, but by how you stand in the world, by how you walk in your own truth, by how you show up for yourself every single day. This is not about loneliness as a feeling of emptiness. No, this is about solitude as a force that empowers you to transform your life. You've been given the space to evolve, and while it may feel uncomfortable at times, it's in that discomfort that the magic happens. It's in the space between the old and the new, in the silence where your mind is free to grow, that you begin to discover the woman you are meant to be. What if you stopped viewing your life through the lens of lack? The lack of friends, the lack of connections, the lack of a circle to belong to, and instead, you began to see it as an opportunity to create the life you've always wanted. The reality is, friendships come when you are not desperately seeking them. They are the natural byproduct of living authentically, of being unapologetically you. The people who are meant to be in your life will show up when you are fully aligned with your truth. And it's in those moments, when you stop forcing things, that you will find yourself surrounded by people who genuinely appreciate you for who you are, not for who you pretend to be. But it starts with letting go. Let go of the idea that you need to fit into a mold. Let go of the need to have a certain number of friends. Let go of the comparison, the longing to be accepted by those who don't truly see you. And in that space, you will find the freedom to become the person you were always meant to be. Now, there's a quiet power in solitude, but there's also a beautiful strength in vulnerability. When you stop pretending, when you stop putting on the mask that the world expects you to wear, you create the space for authentic connections to form. The people who come into your life from that space, those are the people who will love you for who you truly are. Not for your status, not for the things you own, but for the energy you bring into the room, for the courage you have to stand in your own light. And when you are vulnerable, when you let your walls down, you invite the world to connect with you on a deeper level. You invite people into your story, into your truth, and they will respond to that authenticity with their own openness. True friendship is not about perfection. It's about showing up, sharing your experiences, and being real with each other. And when you live authentically, you give others permission to do the same. The power of vulnerability lies in the understanding that it's okay not to have everything figured out. It's okay to be a work in progress. In fact, it's more than okay. It's beautiful. Your journey is not one of perfection. It's one of constant growth, constant evolution. The woman you are today may not be the same woman you are tomorrow. And that's the magic of it all. Life isn't about finding the perfect version of yourself. It's about embracing the version of yourself that you are right now and letting that version evolve with every experience you have. And as you evolve, so too will your relationships. You will attract people who resonate with the real you, who see your heart and your soul, not just your outer persona. These are the people who will stay with you through thick and thin, the ones who will lift you up when you fall and cheer you on as you soar. These are the people who will see you, truly see you, and love you for everything you are, flaws and all. But first, you must be willing to see yourself. You must be willing to love yourself deeply and unapologetically. You must understand that your worth is not tied to who is around you. Your worth is inherent, and it comes from your ability to show up, to be real, and to continue moving forward despite the challenges. The road ahead may be uncertain, and there may be moments of loneliness. But you are not weak for feeling this way. You are strong. It is through those moments that you discover your deepest strength, your resilience, and your capacity to rise. You are capable of creating a life filled with connection and joy. You are capable of building the relationships you desire, and you are capable of becoming the woman you have always dreamed of being. It all begins with one simple truth. You are enough. You are enough just as you are, and you always have been. You are worthy of love, of friendship, of success. And the moment you embrace that, everything changes. The people you need will find their way to you. The life you want will begin to unfold, and you will step into your true power, knowing that the only person you need to rely on is yourself. This is your journey. It is your story to write. And as you take each step forward, remember that you are never truly alone. You are surrounded by everything you need to succeed. Your strength, your resilience, and your ability to create the life you want. The friendships, the connections, the love you desire. They are all waiting for you. But first, you must show up as the real you, ready to embrace everything the world has to offer. So, the next time you feel lonely, remind yourself that this is not the end of your story, it's the beginning of something powerful, something transformative. You have everything within you to create the life you want, to build the relationships you deserve, and to find the connection you seek. But first, you must start with yourself. You must be your own greatest ally, your own source of love, support, and encouragement. And in doing so, you will discover that the world is full of people who are just waiting to meet the real you. Because when you stand tall in your own truth, when you embrace your own worth, you will never walk alone again. You will be surrounded by those who see your light and want to walk alongside you. Remember, loneliness isn't the absence of people. It's the absence of self-love. When you love yourself fully, when you embrace your worth unapologetically, the world will begin to reflect that love back at you. You will find that you don't need to search for friends. They will come to you, naturally, as a result of the powerful, authentic energy you put into the world. So take a deep breath, stand tall, and know that this is just the beginning. You are not just waiting for friends to come to you. You are becoming the person who will attract them. You are becoming the woman who lives her truth, loves herself, and shines in a world that is ready to see her. You are more than enough. You are everything the world needs. And this journey, this beautiful, transformative journey is yours to walk.